Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Subculture TV. My name's Tyler. I don't read books, and I'm joined by my two favorite nerds.
Jess.
Chris.
And today they're going to be trying to convince me to read.
So here's how the game works. Me and Chris are going to take turns trying to convince Tyler of a manga that we want to see animated. And he's going to give us a yes or no in terms of would he watch that anime if animated.
Yeah.
And we have only 1 minute to explain to him. He's going to come up with any questions or concerns he might have. And then we only have 30 seconds to pretty much convince him that all of his worries are for nothing. And we're going to take turns, keep score, and hopefully this will convince you guys to read it too.
Yep. All right. Round one. Who wants to go first?
I'll give you the honors, Chris.
All right, I'll start off. I'll start off with a banger.
Okay, so you ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, go.
It's called Fire Punch. Also written by the same person that wrote Chainsaw Man. Essentially, it's about a superhuman world guy. His ability is to regenerate any body part. So he's from a very, very poor area. Cuts off one body part a day to feed the village that he's in.
Okay.
Other people don't like that, so they pretty much murk everybody in the village. Guy that's unkillable gets lit on fire and is unable to die, so he burns for an extended period of time, and he learns to walk again while burning because his body can never not burn, and now he's going after the world.
Okay. Are you done? Because you have 20 seconds left.
It's very violent. And did I say it was written by the same guy that wrote Chainsaw Man?
Okay.
I tried to run through that so fast.
All right. So do I start the 30-second timer for my questions?
No. He'll answer in 30 seconds.
Okay, so do I just shotgun my questions and then he'll answer them?
Yeah.
Okay. So why is this guy just forever on fire? Did he meet Itachi? My other question is who's mad at him for feeding people? And then what's the whole plot? Like, what is he trying to do? Like, yes, he's on fire, but what is his goal to do while being on fire? Like, I assume something because he punches. Okay, ready? Go.
First one, why is he on fire? It's because his body's always regenerating, but his body can never not unregenerate because of his superpower that he has, and because he's always lit on fire, oxygen plays in a way, so the fire is always being fed. The people that want to annihilate him and why they're pissed is because picture a multi-conglomerate going after, they're not getting paid because he was able to feed the poor.
Oh, okay.
And I forgot the third question. Oh, what does he do? He's getting revenge.
Oh, okay. So I was gonna say, why doesn't he just stop, drop, and roll? But right, so Jess, this is your first round. Ready, set, go.
So this is about a manga called Doombreaker. It follows this guy who has pretty much, there's a fight between the humans and these godlike beings, right? And the godlike beings obviously win during this battle. He loses everyone he cares about, every single person. And he kind of pulls a grenade move at the very end. He dies, but then the god thing that he was against has taken damage, and he hates that because he had a perfect streak. And so he lets the guy go back in time so that he could still have a perfect streak because he's confident that he's not going to get hit again. So now this guy's back in time, and he's trying to pretty much use what he knows about the world to get to a further place so that when he goes against a person again, that he could actually beat them. Meanwhile, because he knows a lot of things that happen, he actually changes it, making the future more and more unpredictable, including, people who betrayed him in the past. He befriends them because he knows that they'll be useful. He actually steals a couple things that become useful to other people, but he wants it for himself. All
right, that's it.
Okay.
So does the god still know, the god that sent him back in time, does he still know, everything that happened? Or is he also living as if he doesn't know? It's because does that god ever intervene? If being that he's changing these historical events, two would be does anyone else know that he's gone back in time, that he's met yet? Or is it just something that he's keeping to himself? And yeah, I guess how fighting heavy is it when he goes back in time? All right, go.
One, it's super fighting heavy. It's very good action and a lot of cool magic and like power systems. The god that he fought was not the god that sent him back in time, but he asked another god to send him back in time, and he does not. So he loses his memory of what happened as well. Like the god does not know. He cannot do a preemptive strike while he's weak. And there are some people. There's two people that know. One is his best friend, who he had to tell in order to get him on his side, and then the other one is his love interest, who finds out way later, because he pretty much.
All right, I'm gonna give the point to Jess. She said magic.
Oh my gosh.
And I don't know. For me, that's better than fire. Like,
one thing that you should have said, but I specifically didn't help you, is the guy's on fire because the guy that put him on fire, he has a magical ability,
so he just
which
touched
is
you.
which is just infinite fire.
Okay.
Because I understood where you were coming from. Like you don't understand why he couldn't just put the fire out.
Yeah.
And he asked that question, but you didn't answer it really.
I know. It was it's hard on the spot.
All right, so I'm giving that one to Jess. And keep in mind, I have no bias. In fact, usually I tend to root against Jess because she's so sussy.
Gosh,
like
every chameleon game, he's like, Jess is a chameleon. I'm never the chameleon.
Because you're looking all sus like.
All right. Next
So,
round.
Yep.
Do you want me to start this one?
Yes,
start this
it
one.
is. It is your turn to start. All right. Ready, set, go.
This is called Jungle Juice. Basically, there is like a bug killer called Jungle Juice that people use, but turns out it's like a magic fume, right? And when you spray it on a bug, it slices that bug's DNA and like makes it infuse into yours, and so you get these like bug people, right? So they have superpowers like bugs, and they don't look like bugs mostly. Like if they're, like the main character is a dragonfly, he only has the wings, but it's like easily foldable away. And these are secret from society, right? They go to a whole different area and they're secret from society, and they all have this like they're all trying to fight for what's called Cinderella, which is the antidote to get them back to humans, but they don't have a lot of it, which is why they have to fight for it by being valedictorian. They're college kids, not high schoolers. But meanwhile, there's actually people that are use the power for bad, and these bug people are trying to attack them, trying to like feed train them, and basically it is like a whole new world of.
So is it only high schoolers, or like is the world government involved in this? I guess my only other question would be like, WTF? So I guess you have 30 seconds.
They're not high schoolers. They start college up, and they have a lot of adults as well. The government is not involved. It is like a specific like secret society of these bug people that were all affected by this wide. So there's a lot of them. Like it's a whole society full of them, and it's really good because the action is really good, the fighting is really good, but they also have like very specific like science genome of the bug and how that bug's ability in real life affects their abilities as this bug superhero. Like the dragonfly guy, he can fly.
It's hard.
Well, too bad. I thought of another question, which is like, why would they even want to get rid of their abilities? But now I'm stuck with that as like, now that's a negative for it. All right. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go, Chris.
All right, so now I'm gonna go on to zombie X slasher. So picture like the zombie virus outbreak, but in this case, the government preemptively like divvied up like lands. Like, okay, so pretty much, Amazon, you're gonna own this area, Walmart, you're gonna own this area, blah 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 blah, right? So just like with anything in like real estate, like today, real estate is really really expensive. So most people are actually homeless, and for the only way for you to get a home is that you have to be really really rich. There was one guy that got so sick of waiting around that he took a job, a part of the government intervention, where if you kill 1,000 zombies, so you have to have 1,000 zombie heads presented, you get a free house plus like $1 billion. Guy does it, steps into his house just to get to step on a zombie needle, turn into a zombie, kills like 100 people because the government's trying to kill him for being a zombie, gets saved by a zombie hunter because they see that he's able to control the fact that he's a zombie, gives him the antidote to go kill other zombies, but because he did that, he owes that secret society now like $3 billion.
Okay, so like, is the main point him just trying to pay back these people, or like, I guess what's the main point of this? Because because I guess by the beginning, I feel like the worst part about this is that the best part already happened, which would have been him killing the 1,000 zombies. And now it's like, what's the point? Okay.
He's trying to get revenge on the government that actually shot him with a zombie virus, because the government's actually the one that so far has leaked the virus to begin with, just to feed the conglomerates more money and have more of a control of the population. So now he's trying to break that mold while finding the cure for the zombie virus.
Okay. I'm not going to lie. You guys both threw out some potentially mid-ass shows.
No, you don't understand. Jungle Juice is so good.
Now, where you went wrong, Jess, is what is the closest superhero to that?
Ant-Man.
Spider-Man.
No, even worse. Spider-Man. And who is my least favorite superhero?
They're so much better than Spider-Man.
So I'm going to have to give it to Chris.
Ridiculous.
I just think, like, why would you not want to stay, you know?
Because
I'm sorry, you can't talk. It's 30 seconds.
No,
over.
you already said he won. You already said he won. They want to get back to normal because they're forced to live in the secret society. They can't reintroduce themselves to civilization.
How dare they get to be part of the Justice League?
But, like, imagine if the Justice League can only hang out with people from the Justice League and never any real people.
That's the only people they hang out with.
All right.
All right. How many more rounds do we have?
We just have one more round.
Yeah, so this is a tiebreaker.
This is a
round.
tiebreaker.
All right. Who wants to go first?
I guess I can go first. Mine's going to sound so convoluted because this is going to be so
Mine
hard
is
to
too.
wrap
Mine
up.
is too. Mine is the most complicated story I know.
Okay.
I'm going to try to dumb it down.
All right.
Okay.
You guys should really start thinking about what I want in an anime. You know, like think about that when
Yes,
you're telling the stories. All
I
right.
think Zombie Slash is pretty good.
Yeah. I love it.
You ready?
Okay. All right.
1, 2, 3, go.
So it's called God Game. Essentially, random people get selected, get taken up. They lose all their memories. First round is battle to the death. When you win the battle, you gain a memory that you don't even know if it pertains to you. And every round after that, you gain new memories and try to figure out whether or not it pertains to you, all in order to feed a god's ego. Every ability that you have is from a different god, and then that god then bestows different blessings on each person to then to then fight. The end game of this is to fight the other gods to the death, so that there's only one god, because the other gods have a pact that they can't fight each other, so they each try to fight a champion to take on the other gods.
Okay. You have 14 seconds left.
And the reason why they don't have any memories is because they're not trying to be bogged down in whether or not morally they should be having to unalive the person across from them. Because sometimes it's a handicapped person, sometimes it's a blind person, sometimes it's an old person. It's different ailments.
Okay. So now that I have time for questions.
Okay.
How is this not just fate? But with gods instead of people on people? You know what I mean? So 1, how is that? 2, do these, I guess, servants have any, like, self-autonomy, or are they just, pretty much just weapons, nothing more? All right, go.
So yes, they do have autonomy. They each are given a weapon of their own blessing, and they have to figure out how it works to then take out the other, like, quote-unquote servants. But at the same time, it's not like fate, because every god is able to be killed if all their servants are killed. So it is a battle to the death for everybody. And at the same time, you're feeding enjoyment to, like, the main god that the other gods are trying to destroy.
I don't know if you watched Fate, because they all kill each other in Fate too.
Yeah.
All right.
Hold on. I'm trying to dumb it down in my head.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's so hard. Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
It's called Omniscient Reader, and it's about this dude who basically reads a book about this guy who lives, and he keeps getting reincarnated, right? And it's because the gods, the constellations is what they call them, they're gods pretty much, all want to watch a show, and Earth is just a show for them. And he lives like a normal job, right? The main character of the story. And all of a sudden it turns into this world that he knows of, right? And he sees the main character, and the main character is like OP, he is not, but he knows what happens. So he uses his, like, brain of what he knows will happen in order to, like, boost his stats, in order to get ahead, win the different trials that are put in front of him. The end goal of this, we don't know, but he knows, because he actually finished a book, right? It's like, it was something crazy. It's like One Piece. It's like 1,000 chapters. And basically, he knows how the story ends, and we don't. And as a reader, like, there's a lot of different things that come into play, and his special move thing is like the fourth wall, right? Because as a reader, he's categorized differently than all the players.
That's
it's
all
so
you
complicated.
had.
It's such a complicated
I'm
story.
not gonna lie, that is. You said a lot of nothing.
It's true. Just give me the 30 seconds to finish.
But
you don't even have questions. You don't even have questions. The question should be, what else is there?
There's so many. There's like not even questions to have. I mean, I'll just give you 30 seconds to, I guess, like finish it, but understand you're not going to get any questions from me afterwards.
So basically, everyone has powers. Like, they have like attributes and passives and stuff, and you can get more power by getting a constellation to support you. You can get the constellation's power. So everyone, it's like magic world, right? And everyone has different powers based on different gods.
Throwing in magic world.
It is true. And this guy, he doesn't partner with any constellation. He wants to do it by himself because like being with a constellation causes different effects later on, and he's like, and he becomes a constellation.
So this is just God of High School.
I was gonna say, so it's like Saint Seiya.
No.
All right. For this last one, I want to give you guys another extra 30 seconds each, but I only want this 30 seconds from each of you to be used to tear down the other person's argument.
Okay, deal.
To tear down about why yours is better or why theirs is booty.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Wait, are we gonna get a chance to respond, or is it just like tear down?
Well, that's it.
Hold on.
I'm just throwing some wrenches in here.
Throwing some wrenches in here, huh?
It's the final. It's a tiebreaker round. I got to do something.
I have a really good one.
So then, do you want to go first?
Yeah, you can go first, Jess.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
You might say I gave you a bunch of nothing, but he just gave you fate and a bunch of convoluted words. Let's be honest. The first 40 seconds of what he was talking about, you were the same as me. We had no idea what the heck he was saying, all right?
You have no right to talk about convoluted words.
But the thing is, why watch a worse fate? You know, he doesn't even realize how close it is to be. Meanwhile, mine is a completely new concept. They have powers, magic world. You know, it's just all around better than it is because it's not based off of just fate shit. It's based off its own original
It's based
story.
off of God of High School.
It's also based off of Saint Seiya.
All right, Chris, you ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, go.
Based off of constellation, so essentially she just comparing it to Saint Seiya. That's literally the whole thing. It's all about constellation and the cosmos, as in the magic. Someone that can see the future, which is like Phoenix, and be able to be reborn again and change positions in the present time. While also I have no idea what to say about the power system because I don't even know how that works.
He reads. And the fourth wall.
Yeah, which raises more questions. Like, if he could break the fourth wall, why doesn't he just like beat out everybody else?
He breaks the fourth wall so other effects don't. His fourth wall is the effects that he can use. So when people try to attack him, it's like fourth wall. I'm just a reader. You can't attack me. Only on mind game stuff, not on physical attacks.
I think you almost just lost it for yourself. If I could give none of you the point, I would. To be 100% honest.
I gotta admit, the last one on both of ours was really rough.
Yeah,
what was going through our minds?
I don't know.
What? It was the most complicated 2 mangas in the world.
I don't know why.
Can I be honest? I am not even 10% through explaining the premise.
Oh God. I honestly don't even know who to give this point to.
I mean, what would you watch?
What would I watch? I don't know. They're both like so similar to things that already exist. I mean, I guess I would probably watch Chris's just because it's Fate, and I like the Fate series. If it's just battles,
he's saying he's not even 10% done, so it's not Fate at all.
Okay, but you just said his whole thing was the fourth wall break. Where he can just hide behind stuff.
Well, no, he can't hide behind
But
stuff.
that's what you just said.
No, it's just that mental
No, you don't have a time to explain anymore.
But you're asking me questions.
No, I'm not, though. I'm just saying, you said the fourth wall thing.
You know, I just got to say, I'm deeply in disagreement with Tyler's choice.
Again, I might be completely wrong out there, guys. I really might be completely wrong out there. But based off of that description, I don't even.
Wait. Before you decide for the final one.
I just decided.
No. Before you decide, I think Chris and I should both show you a picture of the drawing style.
Oh, okay.
Because that will affect if you watch it or not, no?
Yeah.
All right, now you can make your decision. Listen, would you actually watch that, or would you?
I think Jess's animation is closer to an anime. So I think hers wins in that scenario.
But as an overall, which would you rather watch? Story plus anime.
Don't make me add in the story, Jess.
You have to. It's only fair, right? But keep in mind, you won't watch MF Ghost. You don't know if that plot is amazing. You don't know.
But it's not that bad. It's just that
Ajin, the plot is the best thing in the world.
But the main problem with that one is just that it's not like.
And how do you think this one's gonna be animated, eh?
It's not the most like Eastern looking. You know what I mean?
There is this one.
It's more of like it's like almost a cartoon.
So, you can make your decision based on which anime would you watch?
Lola Bunny was also a cartoon.
Yeah, but.
I'm just pointing that out there.
Listen, who's better than Lola Bunny? Judy Hopps. Next.
True.
This is a Judy Hopps to your Lola Bunny.
True. I guess based off of the drawing style, I would probably watch Jess's.
Dang.
Gotta squeeze out that victory. Join us next time when I come with 3 simpler to explain mangas. All right, bye.